Hey Mascoutah, welcome to this Friday's edition of Tribe Talk. We hope you're all doing well.
Today we have some current events for you. You'll get to meet the Tribe Talk pets and some other fun segments.
Now, let's take it on to the show.
Thanks, Levi. All right, listen up. I got a couple announcements to make. The weather is warming up, which means we're all about to change into shorts, skirts, and other springtime clothing. However, as we transition into this new season, make sure you're following the dress code. The rules will be enforced, and any who violate these rules will have to either go home and change or wear PE clothes for the rest of the day. Not ideal. Luckily, you can avoid this. All you gotta do is just follow the code. You can see what the rules are on the handbook, or you can ask one of your teachers. Oh, and also, make sure you're wearing your ID. Hey, put your ID on. On other news, scholarships are due the 31st. Make sure you turn those in. It's a very good way to pay for your future education. Prom is coming up fast, so make sure that you pay your ID and school lunch fees. Otherwise, you'll miss the dance of a lifetime. We have some winners in our building, specifically from the Beta Club. Kaylee Hubbard and Alyssa Housley placed first and second place in language arts. Johanna Angel and Katie Falls both placed first in math, while Grace Angel placed second place in math. Lance Miller placed first place in science, and Audrey Sanders and Delaney Morio both placed second place in Spanish. If you plan on taking the ASVAB, it was rescheduled for the 17th at 7:45 in the morning. You can still sign up on the form provided in Google Classroom. The dodgeball tournament is this Friday at 6:30. Make sure you pop out to support your fellow Indians. Now, let's take it on to the next segment.
Hello, Mascoutah. For today's sports segment, I'll be talking about how the MLB is on strike and how this almost destroyed baseball in the 1990s. For the first time in 27 years, the MLB is losing games due to work stoppage. The league's season start date is scheduled to be delayed because of this. This is also due to the delay of the 3 to 4 week spring training program. Several Major League Baseball teams have come together to discuss the delayed schedule to find a solution. Unfortunately, up to this moment, they have not come to a solution about the new scheduled dates of the games. We only saw something like this back in the 1990s when the MLB attempted to install a salary cap. The league went on strike in August 1994 and over 1,000 games, and the 1994 playoffs were missed that season. They decided to end the strike in March 1995, but even still the season was affected and 18 games were canceled that season. The MLB not only lost hundreds of millions of dollars, with baseball being gone for over 6 months, the fan base would soon begin to decrease and fewer people would go to watch the 1995 season. Hopefully the Baseball League will come up with a solution for the schedule of this season's games. Well, that's all for today, Mascoutah. On to the next segment.
For this week's Club Spotlight, I talked to the GSA, or Gay Straight Alliance, to see just what they're all about.
So GSA is the Gay Straight Alliance, and it is our club or group here at Mascoutah where anyone can join, gay, straight, or an ally, and we just come together. It's a place where people can be free to be who they are without judgment, without discrimination, and we just talk about things that interest us and, just have fun as a group.
I am very happy to be able to converse with other people who have the same kind of situations as I've been in, and being able to relate with these people it makes me very happy to be able to converse with these people.
So I really just joined GSA because I had an ex-girlfriend who's actually sort of manipulative, but she was vice president of her GSA, which is all the way in Massachusetts. So I decided that I was going to join GSA and be just much better than she was. And I feel like this school is sort of bad about its support to queer youth, and I wanted to change that.
Being able to help out in the community and just being able to listen to others who might have situations regarding gender identity or their sexual orientation, or even just regular daily stuff. It doesn't have to do with the LGBTQ group, but being able to meet new people and make new friends, it's pretty good.
The best part about being a GSA member is knowing the other queer people in the school. I think it's more just you know your people, and that way you're not uncomfortable with who you choose to talk to about what and other such things.
So we are still trying to come together. We're actually in the middle of trying to get new officers together. We haven't had officers in about a year, so we are trying to get a group of students together who are really passionate about GSA, who want to be involved and want to help sort of push the club into a certain direction and have more activities and things planned. So hopefully we will. We don't have anything big planned right now, but once we get all of our officers in place, that's sort of the goal.
Thank you to everyone we interviewed. If you're interested in joining, GSA meets once or twice a month in Miss Ward's room, 207.
Hey Mascoutah, today we're looking at our student sponsor for this Student of the Month. This is Josh interviewing Josh. So Josh, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. So Josh, how did you gain the motivation to do good work in school?
Well, I've kind of always been driven by doing well in school. I just enjoy getting good grades, but also I think it's because I have a extracurricular that I can really throw myself into, and I think that allows me to focus and know like what I need to do in order to get it done.
That's good. What do you think you want to do for the future?
I want to become like a professional musician, and I don't know if I want to stay in the area or not, but I definitely want to become a professional musician and teach other people, so sort of like an ambassador for like jazz music, and probably in the Metro East area.
What makes you feel like you're different and you're kind of unique in your own way from everyone else?
Well, I definitely am blessed to have like been given talent and been able to find that talent pretty early on in my life, I think, compared to most people. And so I've just definitely thrown myself into that, and I kind of build myself and my personality and my friend group and all of that sort of around that. So I guess that's what makes me, I think, the most different or special.
All the students and the student body of Mascoutah High School, do you have any advice for them?
I would say look for something that you're good at, because everyone's good at something, but some people just kind of blow it off as like, oh, that's just something that I'm okay at. Find something that you're good at, that you are good at and you are interested in, and try and throw yourself as much as you can into that thing, because through that you can find friendships that will last a lifetime, and you can find motivation, and you can find just happiness and joy that will allow you to be just a good person.
Well, Josh, thank you for letting Mascoutah know a little bit more about you. I am glad that you're able to achieve your dreams, and I hope you go big in the future. And that's all we got for today, Mascoutah. And now on to the next segment.
Hey Mascoutah, as most of you know, there are many issues going on with Russia and Ukraine right now. Russia, an authoritarian country with lots of power and nuclear weapons, used to have control over Ukraine as well. These issues have been arising as a result of Russia, specifically Putin, wanting to retake control of the smaller country again. NATO is expecting this to be a long fight for both sides of the story, yet Russia is saying they have a lot more in store for Ukraine. According to the United Nations, more than 800,000 civilians have fled Ukraine in hopes to find safety and survival. Many are fleeing to Western countries such as Poland, Slovakia, and Romania, although sadly many are getting stuck in bunkers and subway stations as a last resort. As time moves forward, please keep the people of Ukraine in your thoughts and make sure you educate yourself on the latest developments of the Russian takeover.
What's up, Mascoutah? We just got back from our trip in Orlando, and we did some pretty cool stuff. Like in Universal, we rode some rides and played some music for a workshop.
Then we went to Disney's Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, and we rode some rides there and had a parade, and we did a little performance at Disney Springs.
And we thought it'd be cool to show you what it looks like from down there. Let's head into some B-roll of what it looks like.
After we left Wednesday, we had a 17-hour ride to Universal Studios. We roamed the park on the first day and checked into our hotels that night. On the second day, we did a sound design workshop which showed us what went into making a movie. On the third day, the choir performed at Disney Springs and the band marched around the Magic Kingdom. On our last day, we explored Hollywood Studios and left for home in the evening.
Well, we had a great time there, and we made a lot of new memories with friends.
And that's all we have for today's segment, so let's move it on to Levi.
One of the most legendary characters in American history is the mythical Florida Man. His devilish deeds are sung around the country and the world for their strangeness that can only be found in the state of Florida. Let's take a look at some of Florida Man's most notorious moments. Florida Man denies drinking and driving, says he only swigged bourbon at stop signs. Yeah, I don't think that will hold up in court. Bald Eagle dives to steal Florida Man's shark. I'm not sure which one perplexes me more, the Bald Eagle or Florida Man having a shark. Florida Man joyriding excavator likely caused neighborhood's power outage before Super Bowl. Florida Man might be legendary, but he just picked a fight with a whole neighborhood of Floridians. Police. Florida Man driving with clown mannequin had live grenade in pickup. Are we sure this one is even Florida Man? Because this sounds more like the Joker. Florida Man arrested for driving stolen vehicle while monkey clings to chest. Never get between a man and his primate. Florida Man breaks into jail to hang with friends. Well, at least he'll get to spend a few more years with them. Florida Man tries to rob GameStop wearing translucent bag. Well, if one thing's for certain, Florida Man isn't the sharpest tool in the shed. Florida Man might just be the most American man to have ever lived. Maybe we'll start seeing an Illinois or Mascoutah Man trend, but I really hope not. Anyway, let's take it into the next segment.
Hey Mascoutah, today we thought we'd bring you some joy and show off some of our furry friends.
We had everyone in Tribe Talk send pictures of their dogs. Let's take a look.
Alright, now those were some really cute pups.
If you would like your pets featured in the next episode, head to our Instagram.
Now let's take it on to the next segment.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of Tribe Talk.
So remember to stay safe
and stay classy, Mascoutah.